Afghanistan veteran learns his wife cheated during his tour of duty. We hear about this exact situation every time it occurs. I don't know what be going on in the world, but every time somebody go away, they always getting cheated on.
You may be seated.
I was already sitting down.
You have entered this courtroom with a marriage on the brink of divorce. You state that while you were out of the country serving in the military, your wife paraded around town with other men.
Men!
And
plural. Look at her face. Every time we do this and the girl make a face, she been doing it. I don't need to watch it no more. She already guilty. Why she make a reaction? She made a face.
she has admitted to cheating multiple times. You claim you are not sure if you are the father of her third child, 18-month-old Liliana, and have asked the court for a paternity test.
Yes, ma'am.
What?
You say you began exotic dancing to make extra money because Mr. Threlkeld's military salary was inadequate to live on, and that led to a few indiscretions. You argue
She
that
was
Mr. Threlkeld
selling that box for money. She was selling the box.
treats your daughter Liliana differently than your other children, and are hoping today's DNA results will settle the matter once and for all.
Yes, Your Honor.
That your wife had been unfaithful.
Actually, ma'am, I was overseas in Afghanistan, and I was at up in the Northeast, and a soldier of mine came up to me and tapped me on the boot and said, "Hey, I need to go outside. We need to talk right now." So earlier on in the day, me and him got into some words, so I thought we were gonna, settle it. Well, it turns out his wife and my wife were friends, and she had found out that she was actually stripping as we spoke. And
What?
At the time, I found out about it. I thought, it was all just a hoax. So I went, calmly to the internet lounge, got on Facebook and asked her, "Hey, is it true you're doing what I told you I didn't want you doing at all?" And she didn't really say anything, honestly. And right after I left there, our base actually got attacked. And,
What?
I was off the internet for 3 weeks, so I was in the dark for 3 weeks.
Time out. You find out your girl is a stripper because one of your army mates get mad at you and start talking trash. That don't even make sense of a story to start with. How you get into beef with somebody you on tour with, and he start blabbing his mouth about what your wife doing?
And then another 2 weeks after those 3 weeks went by, I got transferred to Bagram. And while I was at Bagram, I finally was able to get back online. And I get on Facebook, and there's some clown on there saying, liking all her skimpy photos.
Whoa!
Yeah.
She looked like a
follow her,
wrestler.
Like that she was start working at.
What is she dancing? No way she on the pole shaking. What? I don't see it. What is she shaking? How much money they giving her for shaking that?
So then I started doing a little bit of research, wondering, who this guy is. So I went to the phones and I called her and I said, "Hey, I know you're stripping. That I could somewhat deal with. Tell me about this guy that's going on." And she says, "Oh, it's nothing. It's just a friend, etc." The same BS that every girl says.
First of all, we were done. He hacked my Facebook. He invaded my privacy, and he
guys gotta
looked
find
into
out.
my stuff, into my
Trying to
messages.
hear that, man.
So that's how we found out.
What did he find?
There were messages, yes, but
Actually, ma'am, see, she's gonna.
No.
That's already a lie. I got on there.
What
and
happened?
On the inbox,
not-
I see. "Oh, baby, I can't wait to see you later on tonight. I had a great time with you. I can't wait to see, the last few days we've spent together. It's been amazing."
These are the messages
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
seeing
Yes,
that
ma'am.
your wife is entertaining while you're serving your country.
Yes, ma'am.
Fighting
You have
for
the
his
courage
life.
to tell me. No, your friend's husband told me that she was doing what she's doing because she didn't have the decency to say, "Hey, I'm doing what I want to do."
Ms. Threlkeld, what? Your husband's overseas, serving his country,
Yes.
serving our country.
Why they keep showing pictures of him in the convoys? We get it. We get it. He overseas. Stop showing me the man in armor. Why do they keep showing us the vest? Money got his glasses on with the AR on his back, ready to ride in the war, and they keep posting it on there because this girl back home doing what she not supposed to be doing. She giving strippers a bad name.
Keeping us all safe. What in the world
an act.
led you to entertain these type of messages on your Facebook, and you've admitted that you had a few indiscretions?
Look at
What
this lady.
is going on?
First of all, we were done. We were not together. We had a phone conversation, and he had said, we're going to get a divorce, and I'll send you the divorce papers. And then we hung up. And let me finish.
What had happened was, when I was at Fenty, we got in a phone argument, like she said, on Skype.
Yeah.
And I told her, look, if you're going to strip after me and you, I've already gone through the discussion that you're not to do it until I get back, and we'll talk about it then. She says...
There was reasons why I needed to.
Yeah, see, she says she needed the funds to support our family. Overseas, I was making $4,000 to $5,000 tax-free a month. Living in a $400
it wasn't even that much.
room.
Your Honor, there are expenses when you have kids.
You couldn't make do with 5 bands? She out here having to strip for more?
Money that was coming in, let's just be real, it wasn't enough to support the kids. And on top of that...
Wasn't enough to support the kids how? Because I'm going to keep it real, $5
when
grand a month.
Yes! Yes!
We hung up and we said it was done. Because I wanted to do what I want to do.
She want to be a stripper so bad. Nobody want to see that narrow ass. Her bony ass out there trying to shake them pancakes. Get your dirty ass off the pole. Your man is risking his life 100 miles away. You up there trying to make that little ass clap. What is she doing, bruh? Is she getting mad over 5,000? She giving him 5,000, and she talking about that ain't enough. That ain't enough. What is she talking about?
Let me explain.
Okay, now we're getting to the truth.
Okay.
You wanted to do what you wanted to do.
Exactly.
Look at her. Why is it that you wanted to strip?
Because we got married too young.
Huh?
Well, I needed to
She wanted to be a hooker in training,
will
so
you
she
just
started
let me
stripping?
talk?
Well, no.
See, this is what I have to do.
She said she became a stripper because she got married too young. She ain't get a chance to explore being a thought. Oh, wow. I feel bad for you. You found a husband a little too soon. You ain't get a chance to work out your stripper dreams. That don't even make sense. That literally don't even make sense.
Asking is because I really want to know.
He's always calling me.
Why you chose stripping. I mean, because you could have just said, I want to go get an extra job at the mall.
Okay.
I want to be...
Ma'am, since
Your Honor,
we've been together,
to
since
choose.
2008, she hasn't started working until actually about 3 weeks ago. It was
That
her
is
actually
a job,
first time
by the
job.
way.
Hooking or stripping?
It's not hooking.
You're selling your
Oh
body for
my
money.
goodness.
Hooker.
No, it's
This guy, man.
Anyways. Anyways, to make matters worse, ma'am, when I...
She looked guilty
If
from
you
the
want
jump.
more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to... Riding down the highway.
Yeah, she has her phone, and you know, I was wondering who, because I saw the guy. She hadn't fully admitted that she's been seeing this guy, so I snatched the phone from her and I started going through it. And as I was looking through it, there was a number that she'd called like 13 times. So I called him right back, and he answers the phone. Hey, you know, I said, who is this? Are you the one that's been my wife? He said, yes, I've been.
He been doing what with his wife? He been doing what?
Hey, you know, I said, who is this? Are you the one that's been my wife?
Oh!
And now her defense, she starts laughing, saying, ha, I knew he was just going to say that. He's just saying that to make you mad. And it was ridiculous. I mean, you know, that was just the only defense.
So when he calls the guy on the phone, you deny it.
Yeah.
You say, okay.
Your Honor.
So we get back to the house, and like throughout the night, I guess she had not gone over there for 3 or 4 days or so. And he texts her and says, you know, I guess I figured now who you picked. And so she starts crying. And I said, why are you crying?
We were already done
and she's
by
like,
then.
well,
Why
he
does
was
it
my
matter what I
boyfriend.
do? Why do you care?
Why would you have a
does it
boyfriend
matter?
if you're married? Paper or no
We
paper?
weren't. We were done.
You had papers?
Well, why do we have to have papers to be done? You said it was over.
Because in a marriage.
It's called a divorce.
Yeah, oh.
So we were done a few days ago. Just a week ago we were done.
But nothing, you're still
then you
married
went-
till you get one. In your mind, this was a mutual decision that you two were finished and were heading for a divorce.
Yes, Your Honor. Why?
When I was overseas and I found out about her stripping and her cheating, there was a few options that came across my head of how I should deal with it. So when I got back home within those first week or two, we had sex like 4 or 5 times a day.
A day?
So you had it in your mind that if I get my wife pregnant, she'll stop stripping.
Roger.
Because that's going to definitely
what she
be
tells me,
a
kind of like she
professional...
just said, kind of like how she just said, I'm going to strip and I'm going to do whatever I want because that's what I'm
Because
going to
we
do.
were done.
I said, oh, really? Okay, I'll give you a 9-month break on me.
What the hell is this? What the hell is this? He trying to trap her with kids. I heard about girls trapping men. He trying to trap her. Shorty wanna live her dreams at being the greatest stripper that ever danced no ass. And he talking about, you can't strip if I give you this. He start trying to give it to her 4 to 5 times a day just so she get pregnant. This man is an animal, bruh. This man is crazy.
Yeah, but apparently people still want me, regardless.
You're done while you were overseas. You come back and you have in your mind, maybe if I could get her to stop stripping, we could maybe make it work. I get her pregnant. She can stay off the pole and stay in the house.
Yes, ma'am.
That's in your mind.
But he didn't think about all the other expenses of having a child.
While we're here for paternity court, within 3 weeks of us being home, she was pregnant. So, I mean, I don't know if it was my devious, messed up head that got her pregnant, or the dude.
Would.
So
at least he know he
that's the
crazy.
reason 100% why we're here.
You were also sleeping with another man.
Time out. Her sleeping with another man is also a weird part of this story. Because what kind of man is picking up a stripper with 2 kids? What kind of man is jumping into that? What kind of man is dating a currently married woman who got 2 kids and a stripper? None of that makes sense.
You asked your wife to take a lie detector test at some point, am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. Before she came back, I said, look, obviously the path we're going down right now isn't a good one. Either it's a go or no go. So I think for my insecurities, I'd like you to take a lie detector test.
Makes sense.
And she kept saying, oh, that's fine, I'll do it, no big deal.
Why don't
but
we
when
need a lie
it comes
detector
closer
test?
to actually doing it, she starts, getting nervous. I could start telling from body language and, tone of her voice, she was getting nervous.
We don't need a lie detector test. We just need communication.
She tells me straight out about the people that she actually cheated on me with. Right after our first daughter, she cheated on me with a guy when she was going to cosmetology school. On her way to cosmetology school, she goes to his house. And a little bit before that, he was taking pictures of both of us. And when she went there to go check the photos, she got a tour of the house, and lo and behold, the tour ended at the room.
Wait.
You slept with the photographer.
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
What kind of photographer is that?
She was watching TV next to this one guy, and she started falling asleep. And next thing you know, he rolled over on her, and she thought it was
Your
me.
Honor, when he...
And had sex with her.
Mistake.
What is that? We not calling that assault? Are we not gonna call that? Whoa! We not gonna just sweep that under the rug. She fall asleep, he roll over on her. What are you talking about, bruh?
Mistaken identity.
I guess he's about this
As a
tall and
defense.
ugly.
It comes down to the point where I did make a mistake, yes. If I
But
could
you
take it back, I could,
you
but
said
I
a
can't.
few indiscretions. That's not one mistake.
He's controlling, he is verbally abusive, emotional. He treats my daughter differently than...
We just letting that story slide so easily. How you fall asleep and a man just start doing stuff to you without your permission? We letting that go? What is she talking about? That story don't make no sense. That story is crazy.
The other
she's a daddy's
two.
girl.
Well,
What's
that's
going
because
on?
He has
Wanna explain the
explicitly
incest
said he
report?
doubts that, honestly, that he is the father of Liliana.
It could be a 50-50 chance, honestly, Your Honor.
Anybody got a quarter?
Look at this guy. Anybody got a quarter? This ain't time for jokes, fucker. What the fuck is going on? Anybody got a quarter? That shit delivered so ass. That was such a shitty joke. What the fuck?
50-50 chance, honestly, Your Honor.
Anybody got a quarter?
Do you understand that for a man,
That shitty joke.
for any person, that would be really hard to accept? There is a part of me that listens to you both talk. It's time for the results.
Here you go, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Jerome! I don't know what's going on. This is a crazy story. That's all I know. This man talking about he was shooting that club up 4 to 5 times a day to make sure she get off that pole. This man was trying his hardest.
DNA diagnostics.
He was fighting for his life.
In the case of Threlkeld versus Threlkeld,
How you gonna give us a commercial right here? Bro, it was this close. They almost gave it to us.
pertaining to 1-year-old Liliana.
Liliana. Is he the father?
Mr. Threlkeld,
Talk to him.
you are Liliana's father.
It makes sense. He was shooting that club up 4 to 5 times a day. He said it. He was trying his hardest to get her off that pole.
You know now that you are her father, and you've got a lot of making up to do. Okay?
That's beautiful, Chad. Would you look at
Marriage
that?
is the both of yours. Together, you both have to honor it.
Both of you.
both have to respect it.
Both
and
of
you
you.